Hugo Ekitike responds after announcement made amid Liverpool injury concern. Despite Arne Slot confirming that Hugo Ekitike is a doubt for Liverpool's trip to Chelsea on Saturday, the 22-year-old has still been included in the France squad for 2 World Cup qualifiers. Hugo Ekitike has responded after he was named in the latest France national team squad despite coming off injured in Liverpool's Champions League defeat to Galatasaray on Tuesday. Ekitike, 23, has made an electric start to his Reds career, scoring 5 goals and providing 1 assist in 9 matches across all competitions. After missing the 2-1 defeat at Crystal Palace through suspension, Ekitike returned to the 11 for the trip to Istanbul but was substituted in the 68th minute after picking up an injury. He said he couldn't continue, so we had to take him off. Let's see how he is for the weekend, Liverpool head coach Arne Slot said after Ekitike was forced off against Galatasaray. After France confirmed that Ekitike would be in the squad for those 2 matches, he took to Instagram to react to the all-important news, sharing France's announcement to his story. Also included in the France squad for the October international fixtures is Liverpool teammate Ibrahima Konate, while Crystal Palace's Jean-Philippe Mateta has been rewarded with his first call-up. Ekitike isn't the only Liverpool player that sustained an injury against Galatasaray. Alisson went off during the defeat with what appeared to be a hamstring problem, after making a save to deny Victor Osimhen. Slot confirmed post-match that the Brazilian won't feature in the trip to Stamford Bridge this weekend. If my player is on the floor, 9 out of 10 times I fear the worst, and with the worst I mean that he cannot continue, Slot said. It's never positive if you go off like this. You can be sure he is not playing Saturday. After sustaining the issue, Alisson took to Instagram on Thursday morning and posted 2 images of him from the game at Rams Park. He has been left out of the Brazil squad for 2 friendlies during the October international break, with Fenerbahce Ederson, Al Nassr's Bento and Hugo Souza of Corinthians included. Liverpool's new era hits a wall. Defensive cracks, transfer regrets, and the race for Marc Guéhi. The honeymoon period for Arne Slot at Liverpool appears to be over. Despite an impressive start that saw the Reds sit atop the Premier League, back-to-back defeats have exposed a vulnerability that many feared. The spotlight is now firmly on the team's shaky defense and the costly missed opportunity to sign Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi. As Liverpool navigates its first true crisis under new management, the transfer saga for Guéhi is heating up, with the club facing fierce competition from Europe's elite. The defensive dilemma, a decision that haunts Anfield. Liverpool's on-field struggles have been a tale of 2 seasons. While they've secured 5 wins from 6 matches to lead the Premier League, their defense has looked fragile. Conceding 7 goals in just 6 outings, the Reds have relied on dramatic late goals to bail them out. The defensive instability is particularly concerning in the center of the park, where Ibrahima Konate has been performing below his usual high standards. His form has forced Virgil van Dijk to carry a heavier load, and fans are beginning to question whether this is a temporary blip or a season-long problem. This defensive fragility has brought the club's transfer business into sharp focus. On deadline day, Marc Guéhi was on the brink of a move to Anfield, but the deal collapsed when Crystal Palace's own transfer plans fell through. At the time, the failure to land Guéhi seemed like a minor setback, but Konate's recent struggles have changed the narrative entirely. Fans are now left wondering if signing Guéhi could have been more impactful than the big-money transfer of Florian Wirtz. The need for a top-tier center-back is more pressing than ever, especially with Giovanni Leone out for a year with an ACL tear. While Joe Gomez remains an option, his performance against Southampton in the Carabao Cup has done little to inspire confidence. This leaves Liverpool in a difficult position. Rely on a struggling Konate or re-enter the high-stakes race for Guéhi in the January transfer window. Guéhi's future. A bidding war looms. The bad news for Liverpool is that the race for Guéhi is heating up. The English international has reportedly told his agents to keep communication lines open with Real Madrid, and he's also open to a move to La Liga to test his skills. According to a report from Caught Offside, Tottenham is now the leading contender to sign him, with Barcelona and Real Madrid also weighing up bids. With Guéhi's contract expiring at the end of the season, a bidding war is inevitable. While Liverpool may have a chance to sign him in January, the competition is steep, and the club's initial reluctance to make a move may come back to haunt them. If Konate's form doesn't improve over the next couple of months, it would not be a surprise to see Liverpool throw everything they have at securing Guéhi's signature to salvage their title and Champions League hopes. Slot's first hurdle and the patience of a legend. Despite the recent struggles, Arne Slot has earned high praise from one of the most unlikely sources. Former Manchester United captain Gary Neville. Neville, who expected Liverpool to face significant challenges after Jurgen Klopp's departure, admitted he was wrong about the Dutchman. Neville described Slot's job as absolutely incredible and praised his flawless conduct, noting that he won the Premier League in his first season. Liverpool legend Kenny Dalglish echoed this sentiment, calling both Klopp and Slot brilliant people for the club. However, Dalglish also offered a dose of reality, stating that the team is not yet at its best and may need a couple of months to find its rhythm. He urged fans to be patient as the new signings settle in, noting that the winning would be more important than the entertaining. This patience is particularly needed for Liverpool's new marquee signings. Florian Wirtz, a £116 million arrival, has yet to make his mark, failing to score or assist. Alexander Isak, who joined for a hefty £125 million, has also struggled to find the back of the net in the league. Jamie Carragher, speaking on CBS Sports, delivered a scathing assessment, comparing Liverpool's current style to basketball, and stating that the team's balance is not right. Carragher singled out Wirtz, suggesting he needs to be taken out of the team so Liverpool can return to a more stable structure. The enduring bond. Dalglish on Liverpool's heart. Amidst the chaos of the current season, a new documentary on Kenny Dalglish's life offers a powerful reminder of the club's identity. Speaking on the Overlap podcast, Dalglish shared his deep affection for Liverpool, a city he said felt like a second home from the moment he arrived in 1977. He spoke of his good fortune to play under two legendary managers, Jock Stein at Celtic and Bob Paisley at Liverpool, and how the city's people reminded him of his native Glasgow. Dalglish's story is a testament to the special bond between players and the city of Liverpool, a bond that was cemented when the staff at his hotel, the Holiday Inn, went out of their way to make his family feel welcome. As the club faces a challenging period of transition, Dalglish's words serve as a powerful reminder of the values that have always defined Liverpool: community, hard work, and a shared passion for the game. The current season is a test of those values. Can Arne Slot and his new-look squad find the balance and stability needed to compete for trophies? The answer may lie in a defender named Mark Gahey, and whether Liverpool is willing to make a move to secure their future.
Liverpool gets medical verdict on Alisson injury setback as worrying theme emerges. Liverpool receives a medical verdict on Alisson Becker's most recent injury, with a worrying theme emerging as the 32-year-old will be out for a considerable time after the loss to Galatasaray. Alisson Becker is set to be sidelined after sustaining an injury against Galatasaray. Liverpool received a verdict on Alisson Becker's latest injury setback after the star went off and was replaced by Georgi Mamardashvili against Galatasaray. In the Reds' loss, the 32-year-old was injured after making a save to stop Victor Osimhen after a poor pass from Ibrahima Konate to Ryan Gravenberch. After stopping Osimhen, Alisson remained on the grass, prompting medical personnel to tend to him before he eventually made his way off the pitch. Now fans get an insight into what to expect from the star moving forward, especially as Alisson continues to enter the downslope of his career. Yeah, so it's obviously a bit of speculation, because there's a lot of things that we don't know. But one thing that we like to see with a sprinting technique is something called swing leg retraction, where we cast the leg out, and then there's a rapid extension of the hip, knee, and ankle. Sam Fell, a physiotherapist, said in a recent Physio Scout video on Instagram. For him, if you watch the video, you'll notice that he doesn't do that very well, if at all. And what that might have led to, over time, is that hamstring working harder and less efficiently than we need it to when we're sprinting. And given his history of hamstring strains multiple times, might have led to that over time for him. Fell added that the fact that Alisson has had frequent hamstring strains in his career makes it difficult to ascertain why the Brazilian is prone to those injuries. That said, because of his age, the star and his fans could potentially expect the injury to occur more frequently. Alisson Becker's injury is concerning for Liverpool fans moving forward. It could be biomechanically related, it could be strength related, it could just be because he's not actually covering these things in his strength routines because he's a goalkeeper. We obviously can't say for sure because we're not his strength and conditioning coaches, but these are some of the things that we typically see would be leading to this sort of thing, Fell concluded. After Liverpool's loss to Galatasaray, Slot said the Brazilian star would almost certainly not feature in the Reds' next match due to the injury he sustained. When he sprinted back, he felt something, he began after the loss. So, yeah, I cannot tell you because I'm not a physician. But normally when a player, when he sprints back, feels something and he goes to the floor and doesn't come back onto the pitch. That's, by the way, what they did 112 times, being injured and coming back onto the pitch without any pain. But our players don't do this. So if my player is on the floor 9 out of 10 times, fear the worst. And with the worst, I mean that he cannot continue. And that's what happened with Alisson. So yeah, normally he will not be able to play Saturday. That's 99.9%. I've already said 100%, but let's make it 99.9 comma, but I think it's 100. Since the 2019-20th season, Alisson has missed a total of 79 games for club and country per Transfermarkt. Last season, he missed a total of 31 games for Liverpool and Brazil, with thigh and hamstring issues being the culprit. On Wednesday, it was reported by Sky Sports that the Brazilian star would be out until after the international break at the earliest.